We live in a world chasing shortcuts, but let me tell you, sweat equity still matters. Here's the thing. Tech, AI, gadgets, they can all help, but nothing is going to replace your hustle. Dan Greer, Forged, 5-minute update coming up to you today to give you a little bit of power in this 5-minute power up. So here's the thing. We've still got to put in the hours. We've still got to get blisters in our hands. We got to get up early in mornings. We've got people that need to trust our leadership. And the thing is that they're not going to trust us if they don't see us putting in the work. And so what I want to do today is I just want to keep you understanding that sweat equals credibility. You have to put in the effort in order to get the credit. Here's the thing. What if I don't put in the effort? What if I never wrote the book? What if I did never record the podcast? What if I didn't show you by the way that I live my life that I'm the type of leader you want to follow? Like I put the type of stuff on social media that you want to see, that I live positive. If I go out there and I'm preaching positive, I'm making one post a month about positive, you're going to be like, oh, he doesn't put in the sweat. I'm not going to follow him. If I did one podcast episode a month, would you listen to it? No, probably not. You forget about it. You got to put in the sweat to equal the credibility. Next, sweat equals foundation. Every business, team, and family is built on someone's sweat, period. Think about this, okay? When you first started your family, was it super easy? No. Did you have to put in a lot of hours? Yes. What happens as your kids grow? If you got young kids right now, that's amazing. Spend all the time with them you can, right? Help them grow. As your kids get older, spend all the time with them you can. Help them grow, right? So my oldest is actually in the Army right now, and he is just getting ready to graduate phase 2 of diver training. By the time this comes out, he will be all but graduated. Super stoked. We're going to go down to Florida. We're going to see him. It's exciting. But here's the thing. We've had people that have wanted to come see us like every holiday this summer. And you know what we've done? We've been down there because he gets long weekends on the holidays. We load up the whole family. We go to Florida. We were down there Memorial Day. We were down there 4th of July. Now we're down there Labor Day. He gets a long weekend. We're there. We're putting in the effort to get there. We're building the foundation to see him. Because guess what? The work we see today is standing on the shoulders of yesterday's sweat. We have to help them grow. We have to be there to support them. Right? So when you put in the sweat equity, you get the foundation. And here's what happens. Those people that wanted to come see us, you know what? They're stoked because they're like, oh my gosh, you're going to go see them? That's amazing. Go do it. They're not upset. All right. Point 3, sweat equals respect. People follow leaders who aren't afraid to get dirty. If you're the person who never does anything, who sits in the office, who points and fingers and says, you go do this and you go do this and you go do this, guess what? Nobody's going to want to follow you because they're not going to respect you because you're not out there getting your hands dirty. You can't do the work. You're not willing to do the work. Maybe you don't know how to do the work. Okay? That is not a leader that's going to be forged, period. Don't outgrow hard work. Model it. Point 4, sweat equals biblical truth. All right. Genesis 3, verse 19. By the sweat of your brow, you will eat your food. God wired us to work. It's into our design. It's not outdated. It's sacred. Quit trying to find the easy button. Quit trying to look for the easy path. What are you going to do today that puts in sweat that's going to allow you to grow to be a better leader tomorrow? What are you going to do today? That's a real question, right? You were wired to work hard. You were wired to put in 6 days a week. Why do we not want to put in 6 days a week into our lives? Why do we want 6-pack abs without ever doing a crunch, without ever doing a sit-up, without ever changing your diet, still eating 3 pounds of cake and pie every day? I don't know who can eat 3 pounds of cake and pie every day. Not me. I don't eat that many sweets. But like, you see what I'm saying? You want to lose weight, you got to make changes. You want to be a better leader, you got to make changes. You can't continue to live the life you've been living. Sweat equity is a currency of real leadership. That's the truth. Here's my challenge to you this week. Show up early. Do the hard thing. Put in the sweat. That's when equity, because that equity is never going to lose value. All right, guys. That's it. Hope you enjoyed. Hit you up later. Bye.